Hello everyone, welcome to another video which unfortunately is nothing to do with EastEnders. But I woke up this morning, I've not showered, I stink, I had a bad night's sleep, and I thought what I need to do is rank the presenters of A Place in the Sun.
I'm Ben Hillman.
I'm Danny Mingus. I'm Jasmine Harmon.
I'm Jean Johansson.
I'm Johnny Irwin.
I'm Laura Hamilton.
I'm Scarlett Douglas.
So here is my tier list. I've made a tier maker. We start at the top with A Place in the Sun, the main show, which of course is number 1. Doesn't get any better than that. I'm obsessed with A Place in the Sun. I watch it every day and I love it. Second is A Place in the Sun, Winter Sun, which is a spin-off show, which is great because everyone wants to have a place abroad where they can go in the winter and get warm. In the middle, we've got A Place in the Sun, Home or Away, where the show, half of it's good, half of it's not. You get 2 presenters, but the first half of the show is in the UK, which is boring. And then the second half of the show is obviously Away, where the properties are better, the prices are better, location better, and every episode ends with the couple buying away, not at home. So it's just pointless. So half of it's good. Then towards the bottom, we've got A Place in the Sun by the Sea, which personally is my least favourite position for a property. When people want to be by the sea, the price goes up and the property is just a boring apartment, and that's just boring to watch. I'm much more in the mountains, in the little villages where you get Spanish lessons for free, and the contestants always want to be by the sea, never want to learn Spanish. It's like, well, stay in England. That annoys me. And then right at the very bottom of the tier list is Celebrity Place in the Sun, which is just, no. They've only done a few. It's the worst edition of it because celebrities just go on it just to be on it, to get a fee. They don't actually want to move away or buy a property, and it's just tacky. I've seen one episode, I think, and Amanda Lamb only comes out for it. Yeah, so that's right at the bottom of the thing. So this is how we're going to begin. So I've got all the presenters down here. We've got Amanda, Ben,
I'm Ben Hillman.
Danny,
I'm Danny Mingus.
Jasmine,
I'm Jasmine Harmon.
Jade,
I'm Jean Johansson.
Johnny,
I'm Johnny Irwin.
Laura,
I'm Laura Hamilton.
and Scarlett.
I'm Scarlett Douglas.
All fabulous. I don't know how I'm going to rank these. So we're going to start right at the beginning here. This is in random order, and we have the lovely Amanda Lamb, who some think she's the original. She's not the original, but from when people started watching the show, she was the first one around. I'm going to put her in A Place in the Sun by the Sea because she doesn't present it that much anymore, if at all. I wasn't a fan when she used to present it anyway, so I'm not an original. And she only sort of comes out to do the celebrity editions, and that's just not my vibe. If she's not committed to being in every single spin-off and the main show, then she's going to be towards the bottom. Right, so next up we have the lovely Ben, who would place right at the top for me because he finds good properties, quirky properties, he has fun with the contestants, but the one thing not doing well for him, so he does go down one place, is that one time, about 2 years ago, he tried to grow his hair, and then for like 2 or 3 series, his hair was in that middle of not long, but not short, and it looked not good. So he goes one place down. When he has short hair, he would be at the top. Right, next up is Danny, who's quite new, ex-model, lovely legs. Gives you a bit of fashion when she does her presenting. She's quite nice, she's charming, she's new to the property game. Oh, I don't know where she's going to go. Does she go Home and Away? She's quite new. She's very near the top for me because she's so stylish, but she needs a bit more experience. Her properties, they vary. Sometimes they're interesting, sometimes they're a bit dull. I mean, now we come across the queen, reigning queen of Place in the Sun, which is the lovely Jasmine. I'm obsessed with Jasmine. She goes right at the top straight away. All her properties are good, from the first one right to the 5th one. Amazing. She's really friendly. She knows all the areas where she goes to stay. She's lived abroad before. She researches into what people want and she gets it. She's vegan. And when she does the negotiations at the end, which is my favourite part of the whole show, when they do the phone call, she's the best at it. She tells them what they should do, what they shouldn't do, if they're being silly, if they could tease it a bit more. She's polite on the phone. All she has to say is, hi, it's Jasmine. So yep, she's at the top. She's the best. Creme de la creme of A Place in the Sun. Right, next up, I've only seen one episode, actually, with Jean. and it was lovely. She's Scottish, which is always nice, but again, lacks experience. The one show I did see her on, she was with a gay couple, and they were very, very fussy. But as I always do, I went on her Instagram to have a little look, see what she's like, and she's friends with the contestants. She was talking to the contestants, so she's obviously a nice, down-to-earth person. But I can't rank her any higher. I think that's unfair on Danny if I do her the same as Danny. So I'm going to put her with Amanda Lamb for now, but you know, there's years yet for her to grow up to the top when I do another version of this in a few years' time. Right, next up is Johnny, who's been around for a while. He's okay, very handsome, but it's not all about looks, otherwise Ben would be at the top. He's a bit posh, he's a bit country, like he does Place in Sun Home and Away. He'll be the one in England doing like the country cottages in Hampshire, and he does other property shows where he's very posh. So normally when I see his ones, his properties aren't the best, and I don't know if he's that friendly towards his contestants sometimes. People are on it, he gets a bit defensive, and his properties aren't always the best. So I'm going to put him right in the middle, Place in Sun, Home and Away, because that's where he fits best in that spin-off show. Right, next up is the wonderful Laura. Now I've got a lot of things to say about Laura. Great teeth. She's brave enough in HD to wear red lipstick and doesn't get it on her teeth. Always has good hair, good skin, gives us good little fashion moments throughout. I do love watching her episodes because she always gets contestants who are really mean or horrible or really fussy, and she tries her best, she tries her hardest to satisfy them, but it never works for her. So I don't know if the production team have some sort of vendetta against her where they only give her mean contestants to try and find a house, and throughout the episode when you watch her, she slowly gets more angry and wound up, and she almost loses control, but she doesn't quite, which is what I love. So I'm going to put Laura at the top with Jasmine because they both give such different episodes, but they both have a place in my heart. And finally, we have the lovely Scarlett, who's relatively new. She was around the same time as Ben. She came into the show. Her properties, for me, aren't the best. She does a lot of apartments by the sea, a lot of boring, sort of like white canvas, just run-of-the-mill, which doesn't excite me. But what she does do is her hair is amazing. It always changes. She's got different colours and it's just amazing. She does loads of little fashion moments. She's really fun and she gels with the contestants well. But her properties aren't the best. So I might put her in A Place in Sun, Home and Away. Oh, I don't know actually. I do like her moments. Do you also notice, anyone who watches Place in Sun, when they do the thing at the end where they won't they buy a house, they always got a glass of orange juice, no matter what, which I always find interesting. But there you go, that is my rankings of the current Place in the Sun presenters, from A Place in the Sun, the main show, right at the top, with the lovely Jasmine and Laura, right down to Celebrity Place in the Sun. What I might do actually, Amanda might just go there, because that's the only show she does now, so she can just go there. And like I say, Jean, she might go up soon, but I've only seen one episode of hers. But that's my current ranking of A Place in the Sun presenters, and I'm sorry that this was nothing to do with EastEnders, but I don't care, because I wanted to make this and I feel like it had to be shown to the world. So I hope you enjoyed that, and let me know, do you watch Place in the Sun? And if you do, where would you rank the presenters? And if you've made it this far, thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.